Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and we have a great little message for you today with Dr. Brandon Nielsen. The future of medicine.
Yeah, where is it going? And especially, okay, so you guys, you will continue to see kind of a division in holistic medicine and then kind of regular mainstream drugs, pharmacy, that type of thing. But where medicine is really heading and the true thinkers is there's a couple of areas, but as far as the really big ones is genetic testing and being able to test genetic snippets, your DNA. The thing is with DNA, you oftentimes you look at a DNA snippet. So let's use an example: 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. So the inability
Say
to.
that
Oh,
slower.
sorry. Oh, yeah, that's true. Like 5-MTHFR.
And what is
At 5-MTHF.
and what does that stand for?
5-methyl tetrahydrofolate.
Okay, yeah, you said that really fast. You said
5-MTHF.
that like
Sorry,
Peter Piper picked a
5-MT,
peck of pepper.
5-methyl tetrahydrofolate. Sorry. So what that is the inability to methylate, and so you'll actually supplement with that with 5-MTHF, and that will actually fix. I mean, I've had phenomenal results. I've had people who have just crazy anxiety and depression, put them on that one little supplement, and it takes care of that gene snippet. So what they actually have is a faulty gene. All right, and that's the cool thing about with genetics and looking at our DNA and these little places where we have faulty genes. You don't fill in faulty genes with drugs. It's always with a nutritional supplement, an herbal, homeopathy, those things. You don't fill it in with drugs, you guys. You actually give the body what it needs, or you give something to allow the body to supplement so that it can find within itself the product that it needs to be able to fix that gene. That's where medicine is heading. The other big area that medicine is heading is frequency medicine. And this is some cool stuff that we're actually doing in my own business is what we call Hertz, like Hertz frequency, Hertzic remedies. So you have homeopathic remedies. We're actually working on and creating Hertzic remedies. So what we do, I'll kind of explain this. This is really cool stuff.
Like he's starting to geek out right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
You can tell.
So, okay, so let's just take this. Let's take this. So what we'll do is we'll take some phenomenal herbs that we know work very well, all right? So on this level, we already know that this is working, and depending on the further person, this does have a frequency. But so what we'll do is we'll take this herb and then we'll put this in super clean water. Now, what's interesting about water is water will, so you have an H2O, right? That's a water molecule. Well, water loves to cluster together, and if you look at water, water will actually cluster around impurities. So let's just say this is an impurity, and the water, all these water molecules start to cluster around this impurity. Okay, so there's the impurity, or it might be a mineral. So what's really cool is we can actually blast apart, clean the water up, so it's called aggressive water, or it actually wants to attract. Now what we'll do is we'll take, let's say this, okay, so instead of an impurity, we'll actually take this product in a super small form, so like a nanoparticle of this. We'll introduce this nanoparticle. I'm just going to straighten this out because it wasn't close. Thanks. All right, so we'll put this into the water. Now what we'll have is a nanoparticle in water molecules. So if you think about that, every single cell in our body has water. So through inhibition, this particle, this nanoparticle of this, nano, you guys, meaning like super, super small. We're talking below microscopic, so you can't even see this through a microscope. That's how small this is. We've extracted it, blasted it down to this super small particle, reintroduce it into this water. It will now cluster around that, and that can actually go directly into the cell. Very cool. Now, and that's what we've done with our silver. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Yeah, so
Okay, so
you guys
now,
know that he makes a nano silver, which I
yes,
use, and it's amazing.
but what I haven't told you guys is this next part, and I'll tell you this. So there's a researcher by the name of Luc Montagnier. L-U-C, Luc, he's French, and Montagnier. Okay, Luc Montagnier. He actually discovered the AIDS virus or the HIV virus, right? And what's really cool, you can look up, there's a video where he shows they took part of this DNA And that's why I say genetics combined with Hertz frequencies, so frequencies. So what they did is they took the DNA, strand of the DNA, they copied it, what the frequency was of that. So all of us have frequency, we're talking radio waves. Basically, they took the radio wave, the frequency of what that sounded like or what the wave was. Then what they did, after they got that recording, okay, they sent that recording over to Italy. So they did not send any virus whatsoever, only the recording, if you will, the frequency of the virus. They sent that recording over to Italy, so just through the internet, you guys, and then they imprinted that onto water. And they just let it play and play and play till they believed that the water had this kind of memory of
the virus.
Exactly. But there was no virus, none. Then what they did is they actually reconstructed the virus just from the frequency.
So they reconstructed the virus in Italy.
In Italy.
From the
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yes.
So no virus whatsoever. They just reconstructed it.
Well, there was virus.
Well, there was frequency of virus.
But
exactly.
That's the same thing.
Exactly. So check this out now. So now we have our little cluster of water. So now what we do, and this is where it becomes so cool, is now let's say like our nano silver, let's say there's something that I test and I find out that there's something inside sinuses that's, we could say, food related. So now what we can actually do is create a frequency for your sinuses to be able to spray to actually help eliminate that food sensitivity.
Yeah, see how great would that be?
It is great, and we're working, we're using it. So what we're doing now is we're creating frequency-based, we call them Hertzic remedies, and we've had some really, really cool results.
Well, I can imagine. I mean, like,
think about
the people, all the people who are allergic to things.
Yeah.
Especially food sensitivities.
Right.
Like, I mean, look, you guys have no idea. He is like vibrating with total geekness.
I know. But it's so cool. Like, it works. And so that's some of the cool things where medicine is heading. I mean, we're talking like this is Star Trek, you know, where this is way, way beyond where we're actually taking just a frequency. So I like it because we actually use a particle. So we use like the nanoparticle plus the frequency. And so now you have just some really cool things because you have amazing results.
Yeah, well, and to me, this is
where medicine is going.
This is where medicine is going.
This is where it is going. And the other thing is, too, the last thing with that Hertzic remedies is being able to unlock what is already in you. You guys, you have it all within you. We just have to unlock that calcium to be able to fight the infection. We have to unlock that little bit of helper T cell. We have to unlock M1, M2 to help your brain out so that we can decrease inflammation, or TH1 or TH2 to help your thyroid. All we have to do is unlock it, and that's what we're doing. There you go.
Yeah, so if you guys come to Salt Lake, you could actually get in person with this dude.
Actually, you can't.
You can't? Okay.
No, sorry. No, I won't be
well,
able to.
I'm just
but
saying.
we need to come to a seminar.
that's what I was kind of saying.
Yeah. Oh, a seminar. Yes,
to me,
I thought you meant to see me as a patient. I'm like, no, sorry.
No, that's what I meant.
I'm sorry.
I know you have seminars.
Oh, yes, seminars? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
you can come to seminars.
What I love about this is that this truly is the future. I feel like you're probably at the very start of what there's already, it always takes 20 years before mainstream catches up, sometimes longer. But the thing is once you have the knowledge and can start researching, the masses will push things faster sooner. So I think that once the people start demanding that this is how we get to take care of our health, and then there's practitioners who are at the far front like you, or forefront, then it can happen faster. So anyway, thanks for sharing that. It's awesome. I love it when you geek out. Okay, guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.